hungry because today we'll be making a very traditional Egyptian breakfast. Just like you would go to France and have pastries and coffee for breakfast, or in the US you would eat pancakes maybe, in Egypt you eat foul and ta'amiyya, which I already shared the ta'amiyya recipe with you guys, and I'll leave the link in the description box below. But foul and ta'amiyya are the essence of every Egyptian breakfast table. There are 1,000,001 ways how you can enjoy your food. Today I'll be sharing with you the very base of the food itself and a very simple way of how you can enjoy your food. Then you can add all the spices and vegetables as you wish. And in the future I'll be sharing with you the many ways that we as Egyptians like to enjoy our food on the breakfast table. Foul medammis are two words. Foul is the actual bean that we cook, and medammis is the way of cooking it. So medammis means it's been cooked for a very long time on a very slow heat. We actually have a traditional pot that we cook the foul in, which is called idra, and then we put it on a very small stove top that we call the mesa. Then we put the idra under the mesa, leave it overnight to cook our foul, usually for about 12 hours. But I don't have access to either the mesa or the idra, so I have another way of doing it, which is using the slow cooker. For the longest time I did not have the slow cooker, and then I have a friend of mine gifted me with it, so I thank her for that. And then I started making the traditional food. It is as good, or dare I say even better, way of cooking the food than the traditional way. So without any further ado, let's see how we can modernize the traditional way of cooking the traditional food. Food in English is called fava beans. We've used it before in the ta'amiyya recipe, but that was the peeled version of it. Today we'll be using the actual bean. The day I decide I want to make the food, I soak the beans in water for 12 hours. This is how it looks like before we soak it, and this is how it looks like after. You can clearly see a difference. After we soaked it, it doubled in size and changed in color. We need to prepare a tomato by peeling it. So I cover it with boiling water for 30 seconds, and then it peels very easy. As I mentioned earlier, I'll be using the slow cooker. I'll add all my beans at the bottom along with 1 cup of yellow lentils. I'll also add 5 or 6 cloves of garlic and the tomato that we've peeled earlier. 3 tablespoons of tomato sauce, and for every cup of beans I'll add 2 cups of boiling water. Stir it in and then cover it. If the lid on your slow cooker is not very tight, you can use an aluminum foil facing the dull side with the beans. Then set your slow cooker on high for 3 hours and on low for another additional hour. It should be light in color and has some excess liquid in it. Now I'll be sharing with you a simple way of enjoying your foul after you made it. Personally, I like the foul to be mashed. But not everybody likes that, so I don't want to mash the whole batch. So I do individual portions just for the people who like it this way. I use this mini chopper that I'll leave the link for it in the description box below. You can use a fork or a hand blender if you want to do a larger amount. And then it's just a matter of adding some seasoning to it to your liking. The simplest way is just adding salt, cumin, and chili powder, along with a lime or lemon juice and olive oil. Put some tomatoes on top and enjoy it with pita bread. I hope you like it and try it out. Bon appétit, or as we say in Egypt, صحة وعافية.